What's up,
Connection
dude?
run. Hey, what's
How's
up?
it
We
going?
got more in the house.
How you
Doing
doing, brother?
good. How are you guys?
Great.
We're good. We're good.
Very
I like
excited.
that right behind you.
Yeah, do you guys know these guys by any chance? I've been trying to get a hold of them all year.
Not those guys. I don't know those guys.
Super excited to have you guys on, man. First off, congratulations on your debut EP.
Thank you.
I wanted to make sure I said it right. It's pronounced half, right?
Well, we thought it was. We designed it to be called One of Two, but we're
One
getting
of
a lot
two.
of half.
Okay.
We're getting a lot of half.
Well, I'm glad we started with that because I was gonna say half this whole time. So congrats on the debut EP. One of two, man. That's you guys are. I'm really excited to talk to you guys because it's very rare that we get to speak to such talented artists that are. You guys just basically formed this band more recently, correct?
Yeah, totally.
Very recently, yeah.
Very recently.
So beautiful, man. And if I'm correct, you guys are essentially songwriters, instrumentalists, singers. And have you guys been kind of doing your own thing up until now?
Yeah, we were. We had been doing individual projects prior to meeting up, and then maybe 2 years ago or so, we decided to join forces, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
My force is way smaller.
Yeah.
He's got a larger force.
I'm assuming you guys are Star Wars fans, just based
Yeah.
off the use of the term.
Actually,
Huge
no.
Star Wars fans. No, I need to dive into the Star Wars collection. I was talking to somebody about it the other day, and I realized that I've probably seen them all, but I haven't really watched them all.
You know, it's a crazy fact is you worked with Ethan Gruska, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan Gruska's grandfather scored every Star Wars movie, all of them. Like not like some of them.
I mean, not only Star Wars, but like every classic movie of the 70s.
Everything we've seen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jaws. Obviously, Ethan has it in the blood. That dude is so talented.
Right. I spoke to him about I think 2 months ago, and the whole time I just was like, "Oh my God, this is the grandson of John Williams." Like I didn't even know really going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've even talked about that with him. It's too like touchy.
Yeah, I have.
Especially
Well, he's very humble.
Like, you know,
he's very
so
humble. Like
humble.
if I was him, I'd have like a George Lucas tat here, but no, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But no, back to you guys. I had one thing, I was doing some research on you guys, and if I'm correct, you guys work very closely with Tony Berg.
Yeah. He produced the whole record, and essentially, had he not been willing to kind of jump into the project with us when we first started, before we had any support of a label or anything like that, we wouldn't have done the record.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he does that with artists. He takes
Very generous. Yeah.
unknown and unsophisticated people and makes them men.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he knows what he's
a
doing.
guru. I think he's known to do that with several.
He's
people.
literally titled the industry guru, and so
Yeah.
everyone knows Tony Berg is an incredible musician, recording artist, composer, all the above, and he's done stuff with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Muppet Show. Just so, his range is so crazy, and I wanted to ask, how did you guys on your debut project get to work with somebody as special as Tony Berg? How did that come about?
We got really lucky because, like Malcolm was saying, I think that Tony tries to make it a point every year to have some time where he focuses on developing artists that aren't, in the same positioning as maybe some of the more established people he works with normally. And I cold called him. I kind of hunted down his phone number, and I just called him, left the voicemail, and I was lucky because it was right in that time where he was kind of looking for who he was gonna work with and develop. Wow. And I got a call back probably about 10 minutes later. I was like, hello? He was like, hey. He was like, come to my house and play me some stuff. So
wait, how did you get his number? How did you even get his number to call?
I knew a friend who went to college with his son. And I asked my friend for his son's number, and then I asked his son for his number.
That's an important lesson that everybody watching this right now, everyone who's going to rewatch this on IGTV and YouTube, this man essentially knew someone who knew Tony Berg, went out of his way to get his number, and excuse my language, said, fuck it, I'm going to give him a call. You called him, and he actually called you back. You went in the studio same day with him?
Yeah, we went to his house I went to his house that day and played him some music and sat around and drank coffee, and then it was kind of like it didn't stop after that.
Two
But I'm
things
about
here,
to
though.
cold call everybody. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
seriously.
that that trajectory of finding someone's son and then getting to the person itself, that was how Richard Ramirez got his first victim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's more. Yeah.
You say his first victim?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. The serial killer.
You can't abuse the cold call.
But another thing, we both knew Tony's daughters, but we didn't. We were too scared of Tony to approach
I didn't
him.
know. I didn't know his daughter.
Oh, you hadn't yet?
I mean, I had seen them around town, but I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know them personally. I guess he did. But yeah, I believe very strongly in the cold call or cold emailing or whatever. Just reaching out. I feel like if you reach out to somebody who you admire and it's from a real honest place, if they read it, if they have time to get to it, I don't think there's any way to take that but in a flattering way, and I think that's a good
Absolutely.
step.
And you made such a wise decision to reach out to someone like Tony Berg, because I think a lot of younger artists, and not younger, I don't know your guys' age yet, but emerging artists, what they want to do is DM Post Malone. They want to DM Lil Key. They want to DM Gunna. They want to DM, Dua Lipa. And hey, how do I get? No, the key is there's a lot of people in this industry, as you guys are very aware of, like Tony Berg, like John Williams. I can go on, like the Rod Tempertons of the music industry, the people that helped write Michael Jackson's, music, but you don't see their name everywhere, like Quincy Jones. These are the people that you can actually get into their inbox. They're almost like waiting for a call.
Yeah, a lot of times kind of reaching, I think that a mistake that people make, and I've heard success stories with this too, is musicians will reach out to other musicians or artists that they admire and want to collaborate because they respect what they do, when really it's probably a better, a smarter approach to investigate who they'd been working with and then approach those people.
Absolutely. We had Jenna Andrews on here a couple months back. Jenna Andrews is somebody that when I first saw the email, looked up her music, I didn't see any release for like 9 years. And I was like, huh. So then I looked deeper. Jenna Andrews was the top 10 songwriter of last year. And what I took from that was that I now can DM her and speak to her, and she's very engaging, goes back and forth with me. She wrote Noah Cyrus's, most of her last album, if not all of it. So many different people. She's written from Majid Jordan, Drake, Jennifer Lopez, so many people. But my point is that I can't get into Jennifer Lopez's DMs or Drake's or even Majid Jordan. However, doing what you said, doing that research, seeing who these people work with, I can get in touch with somebody that's writing their music. And I think that's a really key thing that you guys picked up on early. And clearly it's already doing great. You're working with Tony Berg.
We got lucky, yeah, and that was a great experience.
Super lucky.
He's awesome.
And that's I think there's maybe some strategy, but then luck is a huge aspect of it as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Jay-Z always said that if you work hard, you're going to get lucky. You're going to give yourself more opportunities to get lucky.
Yeah, right, 100%.
So let's go into the album, One of Two. How did we come to that? First, how did we come to the name More, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a funny story. It's a simple story. I was dating somebody at the time who was an actress, and she was sending an email to someone she was working on a movie with, sending them movie poster references. I guess they were designing some sort of poster. And she was showing me the email. She was showing me these posters, and I saw one. Here, I'll pull it up for you. I saw one for this movie was it from the 60s or the 70s, Mark?
It's from 68, I think. Pink Floyd did the score.
Yeah, it was just this random movie, and the poster, the movie's called More, and the poster looked really cool to me, and the font looked really cool to me, and we were trying to think of a band name. We had like a list of horrible names at that point, a very long list. And I was like, that would be really good. Like, I doubt it's available, legally. We really liked it, and it turned out it was legally available, and now we legally own it.
Wow. Let me tell you, it confused me. When the email came in, it said more interview notes. So I thought I was getting more interview notes about another artist. And when I opened it, I was like, oh, this is dope. And it actually kind of drew me to that, as you mentioned, this is not, and no one else has this name, but it's very applicable.
Yeah.
You see, everyone can relate.
There's upsides and downsides to it. The downsides are as
It's
it stands now,
unsearchable.
yeah, it's really hard to search on Google.
But then we're listed on every
We're on
festival.
Yeah, we're on every bill. We're on every nomination list. We're at the end, but it's a cool.
You're in every book ever published.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the poster.
Oh, and that's what inspired the lowercase as well, right? Because
Yeah,
when I look
inspired
up a
the-
lot of your
just-
stuff.
Yeah, I just liked the way that looked, and we
Yeah.
made our own font that's based on this, but that
And
was,
you guys
that was-
came from the film industry, correct?
Kind of. I mean, I grew up in LA, and I was an actor when I was young, and then through kind of my teen years. But that always felt like a hobby to me, or something. I always kind of identified as a musician. I think you had the same kind of experience.
Yeah, I think I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, so there wasn't much going on. I grew up doing church choirs when I was still religious and such. And then I did a couple shows, and I tried to come out to LA and do that thing for a bit. But I was just testing the waters and whatever. I just liked entertainment, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm. And you see that a lot, you see it from both sides. Like Zendaya, she was releasing a lot of albums, and then she really broke in as an actress, and now you don't see as much music, but you see her in Spider-Man. And I think the two definitely go hand in hand. It's a very similar hustle and grind.
Agree. It's a similar medium. It really is. Like a lot of there's very few areas you can find that they are different.
Yeah.
The goals are the same. The process is really similar.
Well, let me ask you, when I watched the music video for Elaborate Attractions, incredible music video, guys. First off, you guys just dropped that a couple of weeks ago. Everybody needs to go see this music video, Elaborate Attractions by Moore. It's very cinematic.
Yeah.
Very cinematic. And do you think your background in film and TV kind of inspired that?
Definitely our love of film and TV. That was directed by Malcolm's brother, who also typically does like features and short film and things like that. He was also used to be an actor and then got into directing. So I think all those, but I think universally.
I guess the impetus for that was I am not sure that in a video we had expressed our personality yet in a way that we had wanted to, and so that was written as a way such that was the goal. So it was a real story, technically. Like Kane's mom one day.
It's based on a true story.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
His mom one day asked us to go get lemons, and this was during coronavirus. And we didn't want to go to the store, so we just walked around the neighborhood and eventually stole them from a tree. But
it was a long-winded journey.
Yeah, we just wanted to be absolutely menial and ridiculous, you know.
Wow. And wow. So that's a true story, because when I watched the video, you guys go to a grocery store. You essentially leave. I think you got into like an argument with somebody, and you leave the grocery store, and you're kind of like. It almost reminded me of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but it's like Fear and Loathing in Silver Lake. Has a very like. Man, shout out Malcolm to your brother who directed an incredible video. I love it. So much so that we actually have a new music video show every week on Dash on our Twitch that I will follow up with you guys via DM or email to see if you guys want to come on and talk about the video on Twitch. We'll play it, and we'd love to break it down with you guys. Because everyone who's here right now, you got to see this video. You guys have a shot where the guy's yelling at you, and you yell back at him, but from the scope of inside your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the hell did you get that shot off? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
We did it with a camera called a 360 camera. So
save it for the thing. We'll give you the details when we do the full blown thing.
There we go. I like that, man. You guys are smart, man. I like that. Okay, we'll definitely speak more about that. Now let's talk about the album, One of Two. How long did it take you guys to get that album together?
Well, we basically we started recording with Tony, and the idea was we were going to make a record. So we had about 10, a little bit more songs that we had both. They were basically half and half, like mostly songs that we had been working on, that we had written originally separately prior to knowing each other, and then had kind of refined together. And we were going to make this album, and we recorded it that way. And then during the process of recording, we were like really close to finishing it, and we ended up teaming up with Warner Records, which is really great for us. And then after that, we were coming up to start releasing things, and our plans of kind of releasing, establishing ourselves with an album, we were advised to perhaps split it in half, because it's not typically the way people listen to music now. They won't, if a band drops an album, especially a band that nobody's ever heard of, I think it's hard for everybody to really pay attention to the whole thing.
Absolutely.
So we split it up into 2 EPs. We hope that once the other one's released, to kind of do some sort of re-release, maybe with some extra tracks.
Oh.
It will be an album as it was.
Let me guess. The next one's called 2 of 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a genius, man. That's why I got into this game. I'm a
One of
genius,
three.
man.
Yeah.
1 of 3.
Yeah, 2 of 5.
That's okay. So that explains the name of the EP. And how long would you say it took you to go from the first song you recorded on the EP to when the last song?
I think we each had maybe 3 going into it, and then yeah, man, it was probably over a span of 2 years, because we had written individual songs, and then throughout the process, I think the last song that was written, I wrote a song called Lazy James, and that was the last one that made it on.
Yeah.
So it was probably 2 years, man.
It was a long process, because we were figuring out, not only did we have to kind of realize how we work together and how we work together best on a writing front, we had to figure out how we record best, and
it was all new.
It was all new.
I think
it was all new.
I had written maybe 4 or 5 songs prior to that, or I don't know.
Right.
So we were sort of insecure in how we went about writing. We did a lot of it individually before bringing it to each other. Now we've become a little bit more comfortable with doing it in tandem. So we've started to write a lot more together.
Man, what an incredible body of work for your first body of work together, and just as artists, you guys did incredible, man.
Thanks so much.
Really appreciate it.
Really
No,
cool.
everything from Settled In, Elaborate Attractions. I like The Way a lot, and the fact that you guys are able to deliver visuals this early in your career that are actually moving. Like, I could watch Elaborate Attractions on mute and be, like, engaged.
Yeah.
And then when you take it off mute, the record's hot. So that's incredible,
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Thanks,
we're both like, we kind of came from different backgrounds, but we're both huge music fans, and we still are. And on all fronts, we admire how people work and represent themselves visually, aesthetically, how they tie those things in together. So all those things are really important to us, and we really appreciate it when people pick up on that.
No, look, I'm a music enthusiast myself, and I'm so enthused by it. I sometimes don't even want to make it. I just want to admire it, And when I hear work like your guys' work, and then see the visuals attached and see the whole package, I want to thank you guys, because it's really dope. I love it, man. I'm gonna be tuned in. I want to ask you guys some questions though. You said you're a music enthusiast, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull up some vinyls. I want to see if you guys recognize these, okay? And then let me know if they've meant anything to you guys.
All right.
We'll start with an easy
of
one.
Of course.
I have that vinyl.
Although we're off the wall guys, I think.
I am also.
I have Off the Wall if I got to go get it. I grabbed this because I love when he holds a baby tiger.
Oh, shit. I love that.
That's the unrealized part of that picture.
He's holding a real baby tiger.
You got the vinyl. I know. That's special.
Now, speaking of visuals, these guys had some great visuals early on.
What is that?
Is this Beastie Boys?
Yeah, Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys, I
Boys.
really wanted to bring them up because they early on were visual heavy, and their visuals were out of here. Like
Spike Jonze is one of our favorite music video directors in general. I just rewatched Being John Malkovich. It's awesome.
Oh my god!
But I mean, he always integrated humor into those music videos, like the Beastie Boys video for Sabotage.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that was the exact reference I was gonna bring up, man. Yeah, I think you guys do a lot of the same too. In your video, it was so fun. Like, it literally felt like a great reality show I was watching, or like movie. So that's good to know. So you guys definitely know your music. That is for sure. Only other one I was gonna ask you. This one's not really a curveball, but let's see if you guys know about this.
Oh, is that We Are the World?
We Are the
I
World.
think I have
Yes.
that by
Okay. You guys are geniuses. You guys know. Yeah. We Are the World is shout out to Michael Jackson. We got him right there too.
Oh, the
Love
best
Michael.
singer of all time.
And you got you got Stevie Wonder next to him. I love that.
That's my favorite album ever.
Songs
Every
of the Key
time
is so
I
good. Songs of the Key
do
of
an
Life.
interview, I have this here. This one will change. Songs in the Key of Life is always there.
Yeah, man, that record is unbelievable.
Have you seen those videos of Bob Dylan doing the We Are the World
Oh my
performance
god, those are so funny. Have
No.
on YouTube?
It's like when they're shooting, when they were shooting and recording like all of them doing the big choir vocal, and either Bob Dylan is just entirely unenthused or doesn't know the words, but it's just like zoomed in on him and he's like not singing and he's like looks so miserable. It's so funny to watch.
The thing I love of that's so comedy. I'm gonna look that up. I never forget about when they're all singing. Michael goes, and then like Michael's like, no pun intended, the Michael Jordan of singing, like the best there is. So the next 5-6 people that go just aren't as good, and it pans to Michael, and he's just like, he's looking like, God damn it, like I wish I can just sing this whole song because he knows he could do it. You know?
Have you heard his demos?
Michael, yes, on the Off the Wall deluxe album, I've heard the original demos he submitted to like Quincy Jones before they got like fully produced.
Yeah,
raw vocals and just like a piano kind of doing like the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but I think what he used to do was he would write every musical part by voice because he didn't play an instrument, so he would sing it. So he would have, because I'm bad, all the parts.
Wow. So let's talk about, how does that compare? What's your creative process like? How do you guys go from point A to Z on a song?
We start with a acoustic guitar separately usually, and then have a melody and maybe the idea of lyrics, and then either we finish it out that way or we bring it to the other person and get a broader perspective on where we're going, and then the direction will change pretty often. And then the other important thing is demoing it out, which Kane has an incredible production ear, and we did the first demos for these first 2 EPs on a phone app. So that was actually a large part of learning what our sound might be.
Those are still out, I think, for anybody who's curious.
Yeah, they are.
Check out our demos that we did on a phone.
Where are they out?
I think it's on Bandcamp, right?
It's on Bandcamp, yeah.
Just
wow.
More the Band.
Yeah, More the Band on Bandcamp. It's on there. And I think they're free.
Just to be clear, you guys create the melodies, create the song, kind of like produce it at a minimal level yourself to get the idea there. And then you work with someone like Tony Berg or even yourselves. You go back in and kind of create the masterpiece.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Tony has, like, for lack of a better term, he's got some swag.
He does have some swag.
He's one of my favorite rhythm players.
Yeah, he's a great musician also, Tony.
And he knows
incredible musician.
Really great music taste. So he was. We're not trying to discount his involvement in the production process. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was great. He did a lot.
No, absolutely. Shout out to Tony Berg. All love like that. When I saw that name, I was like, oh shit! I was like, these guys are in. Like these guys are working with some legends.
Yeah, he's great.
Is there anyone else you guys want to shout out on your creative team or anyone you want to make sure you don't leave off?
Yeah, we should thank our mothers.
Yeah, our moms.
We have to.
Shout out to all the moms.
Shout out every mom.
Shout out to New Community, our management. They're amazing. They also rep some great artists, Edward Sharp and Perfume Genius, and they're amazing.
Perfume Genius's latest record is amazing.
Check that out.
It's called Set My Heart on Fire.
Love that. If you haven't heard it, you would love it. It's
Perfume Genius.
Yeah,
locked in. I'll listen to it.
Really great.
It's an interesting record. It's really good. Really good.
Well, let me take a question.
Ethan Gruska. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I love Ethan Gruska, man. He's incredible. Shout out to Ethan. We got to get him back on here. I'm going to take one of these questions. Someone said, will Keep Your Love be on 2 of 2?
Oh, actually, it is not. But that demo will exist forever, so that's incentive right there. You got to get that demo off Bandcamp. We might,
everybody.
We approach that one day if we might do some sort of version of that, but it's not on 2 of 2.
No, that's
good to know.
There's new stuff on 2 of 2 that isn't.
There's a lot of new stuff
that isn't on the Bandcamp.
That song was it seems a little saccharine. You know what I mean? I think I wrote it in a place where like I was very young and had just broken up with this girl, and now I look at it and I'm embarrassed by
I love that
the
song.
insecurity
That
of
was
that
one of the
dude.
first songs you played me.
Yeah.
When we were hanging out, we played it. We were at my house. I remember it. We were at my house, and I was like, play me some stuff that I haven't heard or whatever. And you're like, oh, I have this song, and I loved it. I loved it. Malcolm came off it, so you guys have to tell him that it's great, and then maybe we'll do
Malcolm, I haven't heard it, but I'm sure it's great. I'm gonna check it out right after this.
Okay.
You're gonna eat your words.
We'll see about that, but no, I'm sure it's great. Everything I've heard from you guys is really good, and I want everybody to definitely go listen to One of Two. Please, everyone, go watch the video for Elaborate Attractions. Like, incredible visual. Even if for whatever reason you don't like these guys' music, put it on mute and watch that video. But you have to hear it. It's an incredible song, incredible visual. I am really excited to see what you guys have up and coming. Let us know where we can find you guys everywhere.
Yeah.
We are at more.mp3 on Instagram, obviously. You can see that.
Uh-huh.
We are more MP3 on Twitter, and we are more MP3 on Facebook as well.
And Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
And Twitch. Okay. We're going to have you on. Dope. We're going to have you on our Twitch probably next week. I will reach out to you guys to confirm that.
Awesome.
I would love to break the video down with you guys live on Twitch.
Awesome.
That'd be fun.
Thank you guys so much for hopping in, man. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are knowledgeable. You're dope. You're working with Tony Berg and some others, Ethan Gruska. You guys are definitely on your way to, millions of streams. So everyone who's here right now, jump on the wave now before it's too late and it gets too big. Thank you guys so much for hopping in.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, brother.
Of course, man. I'm going to follow up with you guys. We're going to have you on Twitch ASAP.
Please.
I cannot wait for 2 of 2. In the meantime, everyone, 1 of 2 is out now. Elaborate Attractions is out now on YouTube. Go to these guys' page, follow the links, and check them out ASAP.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks for
Thank you guys so much for hopping in. Until next time.
All right, bro. We'll see you soon.
Take care, guys. Peace. Thank you guys all for joining in. I didn't mean to cut them short. We have another interview at 3:30. Masika, influencer, celebrity personality, reality TV star coming in soon with Jody K. Thank you, More, so much. If you guys haven't checked out More, definitely check out More. And if you haven't checked out Dash Radio, definitely do that. Free premium audio, no commercials ever. 80 plus stations, over 400 hosts, shows with everyone from Snoop Dogg, Kylie Jenner. The list just goes on. Shout out my guy, Marco. Stay tuned, everybody. We're coming back with Masika in a few minutes and my good friend, Jody K. Thank you, guys. Definitely make sure you tap in with Dash everywhere you get your music because we got the best stuff for you right here. And if you guys want to rewatch this, IGTV.